What is going on, guys? My name is Lextasy and welcome back to the channel. So you know that one thing in life that you tell yourself that you will never ever do? Well, mine was to purchase a Chevrolet. Well, yesterday I became a proud owner of a 2013 Chevy Camaro ZL1 with 5,000 miles on the odometer, and I gotta say, I'm actually in love. Alright guys, so before I even start this video, for all the Chevy owners out there, for all the LS owners out there, please don't bash this video or bash me. I am learning as I go. I've read a few brochures, I've taken a lot of L's from these cars, so I know a little bit, a thing or two about them, but there will be something that I'll say wrong. I'm just going to call it out forward. So if you want to comment down below what it is, and that way I'll learn from it, I would appreciate it very much. Alright guys, so without further ado, this is a 2013 Chevy Camaro ZL1 with 5,000 miles on. I think like 5,700 miles. I mean, it's pretty much practically brand new. It was an older gentleman that drove it, and I'll be honest, it's kind of a crazy story how this all happened. So it all started on a beautiful Saturday evening, afternoon, night of street racing in Mexico, and I think I just posted that video, so you guys should be able to see it. I took so many freaking L's from these LS motors that I just got fed up with it. Like, I'll be completely honest. I got home and I talked to my wife. I was like, babe, I got to do something. This is insane. Like, by the way, GTR is still here, guys, so everybody calm down. I did not trade it in for the ZL1. I just got myself an extra toy, and the Audi R7 is still here as well. But anyways, guys, so after taking L after L after L from CTSVs, from the Corvettes, I had to do something about it. I had to do more research, and I figured out that these cars are just straight beasts, man. Especially with this 2013, it's got the LS3 motor in it from a C6 Corvette, which I know all about those cars. I mean, it's insane what that motor can do and what can hold. So I got home. It was still my vacation time, so, you know, I didn't go to work for another 2-3 days. So I legitimately was looking for a Z28, like the 2014, 2015, which is a really rare piece. They only made like 1,600 of them, and it has that LS7 motor with a 7.0 liter naturally aspirated. I just couldn't find a deal. Everything I was going through or looking through just fell through. So it got to the point where I show up to work on Wednesday, and I haven't been to work after vacation for like a week and a half. And my buddy's like, hey man, we just took a ZL1 in. I was like, there's no way somebody traded a ZL1 performance vehicle for a Toyota. I mean, don't get me wrong, Toyotas are great and I sell them because they're amazing vehicles and they're reliable, but that's 580 horsepower. What could you possibly trade that for? But anyways, turns out it was an older gentleman that was having some health issues and things like that. So it was this time to just let it go and get himself something else. So he traded it in. The thing is, this car has never seen rain until yesterday. Whenever I was picking it up and it just had to rain. It's an unbelievable how perfect and immaculate shape this car actually is. It's got 5,700 miles. I mean, I think he put like 800 miles per year on it, and the only reason he did oil changes was because the date, not because the mileage, which is insane. Like, I never thought I could find a gem like this. And I'll be honest though, this car, as bone stock as it is going to be modded like within, well, I already ordered parts, so it's going to be modded pretty soon. And for all the people wondering why in the God's green earth do I have 3 performance vehicles, to be completely honest with you guys, it's literally to be able to compare muscle car, which 580 horsepower from factory, to a import from Japan with 560 horsepower, to a German engineered RS7 with 565 horsepower. They're all completely different vehicles. They drive different, they handle differently. And I also want to see what a full bolt-on GTR can do compared to a full bolt-on ZL1 and an RS7. This is going to be a really fun channel, guys. I'm telling you, if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do so, because who else has this many cars, and they're all going to be modded as much as possible. So like I said, I already bought parts for this car. There's just so much that I want to do to it, and I know it can handle it, and it's freaking dirt cheap. That's the big thing. But anyways, guys, without further ado, let's jump into what I really love about this ZL1 and a few things that I don't like about it, interior and exterior and all that good stuff. So let's jump into it. I'm super excited. So first things first, of course, and the thing that I always, I'll be completely honest, I'm going to admit something. I've always loved this 5th gen Camaro body, like better than the new ones, the 2018s, the 2020s, all of them. I don't care. That front end with those halos and that whole front fascia is just literally the sexiest thing I've ever seen. I think the sweet spot for this car is right on this side right here. Like, I would tap that car. Like, that is so sexy. And then look at this freaking carbon. It is beautiful. I mean, it's legitimately true carbon, and these ducts actually do something. Like, it's not just some fake thing to put on top of a hood. I legitimately love the look of this car. The halos is what always got me. it's just such an aggressive front end. And the cool thing is this car actually comes with 305s in the rear, which even the Challenger and the Charger Hellcats don't even get those. They get 285s, which makes no sense. But the thing I don't like about it, honestly, is the rear end. I'll be completely honest, this is not a selling point for me, especially this. Like, why do you have chrome around here? This is the only chrome piece on the whole car. Yes, the badges are chrome as well, which, by the way, I already got black overlays coming, so all this is going to be blacked out. Taillights are going to be blacked out. I don't like the rear end. I don't. The spoiler looks kind of weird. I really want like a bigger spoiler on this, so we're going to have to figure that out. But God, dude, the front end on this is such a perfectly clean, sexy car. It's done right. I love the front lip on it as well. One thing I noticed, and it's kind of because the guy never drove the car, washed it, you got a lot of brake dust on the wheels that we actually can't even wash off anymore. It's just kind of stuck on there. So, you know, it is what it is. We'll probably powder coat these wheels black. And of course, the most important part of this whole car is the heart itself, which is an LSA or LS3 motor. Supercharged, of course, 6.2 liter. Look at the space. Like, there's actually space here to work on it. You could definitely do a lot of upgrades on it as well. I legitimately thought it would be a lot more crammed in here, but it's not. So I like it. I don't like this cover. I mean, it's got to go. It's so plasticky and cheap looking. It probably doesn't even need to be there. And I'll be honest, driving it for 24 hours now, this motor is insane. I haven't seen a dyno graph on the LS3 yet, but I can tell you this, just from driving it, it doesn't stop pulling. It doesn't matter what RPMs you're at, it starts pulling low and it keeps pulling. I'm pretty sure if I looked at a dyno graph, it would kind of look like it's just going up and it's never stopping. Now, unlike the GTR that only has 470 foot-pounds of torque, this got over 560 foot-pounds. So that is why it just keeps on pulling. So every video you've seen, like I can literally post you guys right now like 20 videos of me racing LS motors, like the ZL1s, the Corvettes, the CTSVs. Every freaking time I can get a 2-car, 3-car jump on them, which literally I can show you 10 to 20 videos. Every time they reel me back in after like 110, 120. So there's nothing I could do about it. I just run out of torque for some reason. All right, guys, the next thing we're going to talk about, of course, is the interior of the car itself. Now, cool thing to know, or not a cool thing that happened, but there was actually a recall on the keys where you can tell these keys actually broke off. So there is no actual thing that pops out like almost the ignition key. So the recall, the fix for it was just they gave you a second key that's just a basic little ignition key. Kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, it does have remote start where my $130,000 GTR doesn't even have. So that's a big plus. All right, guys, and just like it's important to me, I'm pretty sure it's important to all my race car guys, and that is the startup and of course the sound of the exhaust. So let's do that real quick. Keep in mind it's completely stock. Not bad, man. That V8 sound never ever gets boring. Let's give it a little bit of a rev. It's actually got backfire. Can you hear that? That's insane. So I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, Alex, I mean, you're saying so much cool things about this thing and that you love it and everything. What could you possibly not like about it? And it's the interior. And I'm going to go over everything with you. But this is probably the main reason why I never really got one. Because, well, let me show you. Just look at this interior. First off, like this steering wheel. Yes, it's Alcantara here. It's Alcantara here. The shifter's Alcantara as well, which is awesome. But just like, look at the layout of this whole car itself. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just not a big fan. Some of the things that I really like about it, of course, is these gauges, which look so freaking cool because it shows you like the oil temperature, oil pressure, the volts, and of course the boost itself. I like the placement of this. I don't like the placement of this because look at that. Like, this is literally my eye view right now. I can't even see this gauge right here because this is like, this whole little knob is in the way. And I don't know, the whole setup is just so low. Like, this is the dashboard. This is where I'm looking. Look how far I have to look down to even look at here. And it's a small screen. It's very responsive, so I'm going to give you that. Like, it's actually pretty nice. But I don't know, it just feels cheap. It feels like out of place. I mean, I do love like this whole layout, this running overlay here. It's kind of got like this metallic blue flake in it, which is great. It's kind of like in the RD RS7. But then when you come around here, it's the same setup as on the 2013 and 14 Mustangs, where they have like this massive tunnel where the gauges sit in, and same for here. It's just, I don't know, it's like, why are you hiding it? You have to like legitimately look inside there to see, but like from the side you can't really see anything here if you're the passenger. It's like, are you trying to hide the speed limit and the RPM so they're not freaking out how fast you're going, or what's the reason behind it? But I would love if this whole thing was just like a one piece, you know, all the gauges were together. The screen, this infotainment should have been a lot better. It's so kind of basic. Like, I mean, all you you do is you have this little button to press menu, and you can go through different things like vehicle information if you want to see units, and then you use the swivel here to go up and down to see different things, the life remaining PSI, and you can kind of switch through a performance menu. Now there is a lot of things that I'm really starting to like about this car after driving it for 24 hours already and being a proud owner, I guess I could say. But first thing is, of course, leg space. I mean, look at all this leg space I got to work with. I'm a 6'3" type of guy. I'm tall, and it's so much more to go. Like, I can actually recline my seat even further back. Number 2 on the list, of course, is the seats itself. This car is so freaking comfortable. Chevy's known for having comfortable cars, so is Dodge. I'm comparing this directly to the GTR, of course, because, well, that's what I've been driving for 6 months, and that's got so much clanking. The seats aren't very comfortable. It is a track edition, but even comfort mode doesn't really give you any comfort. This is in sport mode right here, and I mean, it drives so smoothly, and I don't even know what touring is like. I don't think I'll ever have to use it because I'm just so comfortable right now. There's no clanking coming out of nowhere. I'm not hearing any body panels. Nothing is moving or shaking or vibrating, nothing like that. It truly is amazing. It's a comfortable car. I love the way it takes off. You can roast tires on this thing literally as much as you want to, and it will let you do it. That's what I love about it. It's insane how much torque this thing has, and it keeps on pulling. That's what we're gonna figure out next while we start driving this thing. All right, guys, let's get this beauty on the road. Give it a little bit of gas. Freaking love it, man. Something about that V8 motor, I miss it. I'll be honest, I miss driving a V8. It sounds different. It sounds so muscular, if that's a word I can use. V6 GTR, amazing car. Don't get me wrong, everybody turns heads. They know exactly what that car is. So like I said, I'm in sport mode right now, and the response is amazing. With this MagnaRide suspension that's on this car, it's awesome. Like, it can literally handle curves. It is a two-hand car. Now what I mean by that is, like, if you really are dogging this thing, it feels every bump and it goes into it. Like, that MagnaRide, just it's such fast response on the suspension that you really have to pay attention, because you can definitely lose this thing. But the paddle shifters are great. I mean, it can definitely downshift. It's got a little bit of a lag, but that's because it's not a twin disc clutch. But say I'm in, you know, third gear right now. Let's go one more down. Second gear at 4,000 RPM, going right at 40, and then max it. Oh snap! Okay, oh fuck me! Whoa! Okay, that's the first time experiencing that. I never thought it could throw me in the seat like that. Jeez, let's put it back in auto mode. Wow, okay, that's what I'm saying though. Like, you know, most cars, like in the GTR, you give it gas, if you really launch it, it does one of those where, like, it throws you in but then slowly relaxes because it loses torque. Not on this thing. It keeps you in the seat, and you just gotta hold on. I love that, I really do. I might be a Chevy guy, I don't know. I love my Dodges, but here's the thing, like, you don't, 700 wheel on a Dodge is probably 650 on one of these cars. And you know, it doesn't get as many looks as the GTR does. That's fine, because the way I see it, the GTR is kind of like a flex car for me now. I'm still gonna mod it, continue to mod it. It's not over yet. I got tons of plans for that car, but I want this thing to be like a sleeper, where when I pull up to you, the cam is loping so much, like it's got so much power that your car is shaking. That's what I want to happen. You know, I've had that before where I pulled up to a Corvette and I'm like, what is going on, man? You know what I mean? It's just the way I want it. I want it to be a scary car. GTR, you want to take pictures and wave at the driver. When you see the ZL1, you don't make eye contact. You just keep on looking straight, sir. You don't want to do none of that. That's what I wanted to get to. Now, I kind of feel bad because this car's been babied for 7 years, and here I am already making plans, already purchasing parts within the first 24 hours of ownership to really be modding this thing and putting the power down. But he saved it for somebody else and not really had a chance to enjoy it. That's how I see it. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate you giving me this spotless, clean, brand new, unmolested car, you know, for only 5,000 miles, but I hope you really truly had a chance to enjoy it. I know some people put them in the garage and that's the way of enjoying cars, but for me, I'm gonna put that power down. If you're gonna tell me that this car can do 800 wheel, 1,000 wheel horsepower, or can destroy something, I'm gonna go for it. I'll do whatever it takes to make it happen. Woo! God, this thing just pulls and pulls and pulls. It's amazing. I was totally not doing 3 digits. Let's do another pull. I really want to try. That second gear really impressed me, I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I ever did that. All right, second gear. First gear, 4,000 RPMs. Oh my God. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, it is heavy. I'm not gonna lie, these brakes aren't the best. Alright guys, so to summarize this whole video so far, do I love the ZL1? Absolutely. Do I love the GTR? Of course I do. That's why I bought it 6 months ago. But they're both completely unique and different cars. I do love the ZL1. I got a lot of plans for it. Definitely have exhaust coming. I got the injectors. I got the intake. The cam, stage 3 camp already coming as well. I mean, what other channel do you guys know of that has a muscle car, a Japanese car, and a German car, all performance vehicles owned by one person, and they're all modded? I mean, it's insane, and I love it because I can literally take out every day whatever I want to drive. It's a great feeling knowing that there's over 600 wheel horsepower in every car that I can enjoy every single day, guys, and it's going to be great content for you. So that's something to keep in mind as well. The more cars I get, the more cars you get to enjoy as well, through my failures and my wins in life as we go through them together. But like I said, a lot of parts coming for it. I'm not retiring the GTR. I'm still going to drive each one every other day. Of course, I'm going to switch it out so none of them just sit there stagnant. And that's going to be it for today, guys, and I hope you really love what you've seen. If you did, definitely drop a like, drop a comment, tell me, do you like that 5th gen ZL1 Camaro look to them, or do you like the new 6th gen? I don't know. I personally love this. I love the halos. I love the front end. It's aggressive, and I love how the back end kind of goes wide, just like on the GTR. But if you love what you're seeing, subscribe, guys. It means so much to me. We're so close to 3,000 subscribers, and at 10,000 subscribers, guys, maybe instead of wrapping one car, we'll wrap both of them. I don't know. I mean, this car was such a spontaneous purchase, but that's how I always do it. So I don't know. Who knows what we'll do at 10,000? Maybe we'll have another car in the fleet as well. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for all the support. If you love what you're seeing, drop a like and subscription, and I will see you next time. Enjoy your cars. I don't care if they're imports or if domestic. As long as you love what you're driving, that's all that matters. So enjoy your lives, enjoy your cars, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.